Hey, this is Pastor Marcus, and here's our parent video for March 2nd. Couple quick announcements. First, Good News Church is having a family night on March 11th at 6:30. There will be live music, games, food, and a short movie with trivia afterwards. Everyone's welcome to attend, so let me know if you have any questions. And second, due to spring break, we won't be having youth group on March 23rd. During the month of March, we'll be doing a Bible study on the book of Ruth. We'll be taking one chapter a week. During my message, I'll set the stage for when and where the book of Ruth occurs, and then allow the small groups time to read chapter 1 and answer various questions. Please remind your students to bring their Bibles to youth group this week, or at least have a way to access it on their phones. Typically, what we've done in the past is I would present content and have students reflect on it with their small group leader. This month, I'm putting a little more ownership on the students to dive into the text and make some connections. I've attached an overview video of Ruth chapter 1 so you can follow along with us.
The Book of Ruth. It's a brilliant work of theological art, and it invites us to reflect on the question of how God is involved in the day-to-day joys and hardships of our lives. There are three main characters in the book: Naomi the widow, Ruth the Moabite, and Boaz the Israelite farmer. And their story is told in 4 chapters that are beautifully designed. Let's just dive in and see how this all unfolds. Chapter 1 opens with this line: "In the days when the judges ruled." And it reminds us of the very dark and difficult days from the book of Judges. And here we meet an Israelite family in Bethlehem, struggling to survive through a famine. And so in search of food, they move on to the land of Moab, Israel's ancient enemy. And there the father of the family dies, and the sons marry 2 Moabite women, Ruth and Orpah. And then the sons, they die too. And so they leave only Naomi and these new daughters-in-law. And so Naomi, she has no reason to stay anymore. And so she tells her new daughters-in-law that she's moving back home. And Naomi, she knows that the life of an unmarried foreign widow in Israel is going to be very hard. And so she compels the women to stay behind. Orpah agrees, but Ruth does not. She shows remarkable loyalty to Naomi, and she says, "Wherever you go, I'm going to go. Your people will become my people, and your God will become my God." And so the two of them return to Israel together. And the chapter concludes with Naomi changing her name to Mara, which means bitter in Hebrew, and she laments her tragic fate.